Hi guys! Today we are celebrating manifesting with no mind and how that came about. So how easy it is to manifest when you ask once, you take the emotions out, you take all the constructs out, and instant manifestation. So I want to share with you why I'm so happy and why this is a big deal and how this came about and why I'm convinced that this is absolutely my reward for teaching you all. Okay? No mind manifestation. All right, so I'll begin. As you guys know, I give advice freely all the time to people in other groups. And during one of these conversations, I encountered someone who had the exact same results I had, but she was using a different method. Now, it doesn't surprise me because there's a million ways to skin the cat. However, the problem or the reason why I was so confused is the reason why no mind came about. And it's so funny. So here's the thing. It's kind of, I don't know, it's cool. Basically, I always said there's a difference between a 5D coach and a 3D coach. It's very different. A 3D coach is going to tell you to read out lists, to make words, to feel, to do, and all this stuff, and repeat like a lunatic parrot until you've convinced yourself. You know, you're doing all the hard work. That is a 3D coach. So a lot of the times what I devoted myself to do was to give you guys shortcuts, biohacks, like for me, be still and know was the easiest, fastest way to manifest. It still is. But how to explain it was the difficult part. How do I explain just be still and know? Like how do I even come close to explaining that, right? And so here's where this came about. So I'm talking to this lady and she says, "You don't need emotions." And I was like, "What you mean you don't need emotions?" Of course you need emotions. Emotions bypass the rational mind, go straight to the subconscious and gets you access right away. Yeah, you need emotions. She was like, "No, you don't." I'm like, "Yes, you do." And so we got back and forth on, yes, you do, no, you don't. And I was like, okay. I was like, if you take the emotions out, you're going to work harder and it's not going to be instant. For me, the reason that I felt the emotions were so important was because it's what made everything instant. I want my subconscious to do the work, right? So I want instant results. I want fast here now. I don't like antiquated ways, which is why I took it upon myself to find anybody who was using this antiquated way and tell them what to do. Like, in other words, like, hey, here's a biohack. Try this, try this, try this, try this, try this. This might not work as well. This will be faster. Oh, the reason you're in purge moment, that's, and so I was explaining all of this. And here's the best part. Here, this lady had the exact same results. So I was like, wait a minute. There's a way to manifest instantly without emotions. Because she has the exact same results and I did. And by exact same results, I'm saying this woman did everything I did. Help people get pregnant, cure illnesses instantly, miraculous things like resurrecting people from the dead. I've done that on several occasions, and animals. Okay, miraculous things that are not supposed to be possible or possible because of my access to the subconscious, instant, right? And I always thought feeling is the secret, especially because I studied Neville Goddard's material, and so feeling is the secret is the fastest, quickest way. Here's the problem with that, and what most of you have, is that what do you do when you don't know what that feels like? How do you access feeling is the secret, right? And so I thought about this, and I was like, yeah, there has to be a way to overcome that. So although feelings still work, don't get me wrong, it's still instant, and it's much faster. If you can convince your brain that what you're feeling is exactly what it is, you can enter the state immediately, okay? So how did this come about? Well, if you think about what I'm doing, here I am helping people, giving people biohacks, shortcut the matrix, getting in and out of things, and I give tips all the time. Don't overwork, because the law of reverse effort works in your favor. So stop making all the effort. In fact, if you're making all the effort, you are already approaching it from a place of lack. So you can see how I was trying desperately to help those people that were working harder than they needed to. As a result, no mind came about, and it made perfect sense. Here's the thing. All instant manifestation blocks occur in your mind. Time is made in your mind. How things should arrive is made in your mind. Your past perceptions, the way you emotionally feel about something, all of these things are made in your mind. In fact, that is the reason you're serving as the veil. You're inside your mental construct. So as we know, the same type of thinking that got you in will not be the same type of thinking that gets you out. However, how do we get instant access to no mind? Because the other thing that drives me insane is that you're told, oh, you have to repeat over and over again until you convince your brain. The problem with that is your subconscious is not stupid. It actually understands you from the get. You should be able to go instant, which is why I love feelings so much, because feelings got me instant results, right? However, if you don't know how something feels, you still need to get instant results. So the reason this is so freaking magical, instant, fast, and allows you to be present and catches you up and gets you past all negativity, gets you past all rationalization of time, gets you past all of the blocks that stop you from having instant manifestations, is because if you use no mind, you are using a few laws in your favor. You are using the vacuum law. Nature abhors a vacuum. The way you can prove this is when you get to a point where you're not thinking about anything and you try to not think about anything, isn't that the exact moment when every thought comes to you? And why meditation is so difficult? Because you're trying not to think of anything, which is why all your thoughts come at you at once. Do you understand? There's a vacuum that needs to be filled, and your brain does this for you automatically on autopilot. Okay? So the vacuum law. The other is the law of circulation. If I'm sitting here holding on to something forever and ever and ever, and I'm trying really hard to manifest it, holding on to it is the exact reason I don't. In fact, poor people are poor because they hold on and hoard their shit rather than continue to circulate it and use that vacuum so that you can continue to receive money. It's the hoarding and not giving and not demonstrating your prosperity that keeps people in poverty. So it's the same for manifestation. You must let something go in order for it to come back to you. So this is the shortcut of all shortcuts, and the reason it came to me like this in the manner that it did was my reward for teaching you all the shortcuts. Yeah? All right. So if you get out of your own way and you start trusting this, you're going to be present because you've taken out the emotional charge from past experiences. You've taken out the how because you don't need to know how. The brain does it for you. You know that the type of thinking that got you there will not be the type of thinking that got you out. So you are looking to depend on the part of you that knows everything. So you have to access that part of your brain outside of your construct. Okay? So what this does, it eliminates, I'm not saying affirmations don't work. It eliminates repeating affirmations like a parrot on autopilot. It takes the effort out of manifesting. It takes everything out and allows the universe to show up for you. And if you ever take a moment to think about the times when you were least resistant and you got instant manifestations, let's be honest for a second. Okay? When you got those instant manifestations, there was no time sequential order for things. In fact, things happened so crazy. Why is that? Very simple. You see, time is made in your mind as well. Okay? You're the one trying to separate things in order to understand the now eternal moment. You section it off into things that make sense. So you put things in chronological order, but everything is happening at once. So the fact that we're trying to mentally put a time stamp on it and decide how things go is the reason you're delaying what should have come to you automatically in ways that don't make sense to you initially. Till they happen because you're in it instantly. It's It's pretty badass. This needs to go viral, okay? Everybody needs to be using no mind. Everybody needs to ditch their worries and follow the inner prompting of their spirit. That's what we're designed for. And when your spirit starts guiding you, it is amazing how quickly, how fast, and every idea flows to you and things come to you and it's in alignment and you're in that flow state, and you have to get comfortable with that, and you're going to get comfortable listening to your inner spirit. But again, if you know nothing at all about any spiritual teacher ever, what do they teach you? The kingdom is within. Everything is made inside of you. Everything. In fact, you want to know what's so hard about dating me? I'll tell you why it's so sacred. I'm the universe inside other people. This is true of everyone. Okay? But the reason it's so difficult to date me is if you don't respect my boundaries, oh my fucking God, do I feel sorry for what's about to happen to you next. Because how you treat me, right back at you, baby. I don't even worry about y'all no more. You sealed your own fate. It's karma. And I don't have none no more because I'm off the wheel. So you see, it is very difficult to date me because of that. It is not that I'm trying to be mean. The law works in my favor all the time. Why? Because what you put out, and this happens to me too, I get instant karma. If I forget, okay? So I'm not exempt. Don't. I'm not treating me like I'm special. Please don't get that idea, okay? I'm not exempt. However, if I treat someone incorrectly and I forget that that is me, baby doll, I will find out really freaking fast because it will be magnified back to me so that I can see the error of my ways. I have instant karma now because I fixed my karma. And as such, I understand that. So here's the easy thing. Treat everyone as it's you. Use no mind to manifest and take all the hard work out. Start using the law of reverse effort. Use the law of circulation. Use the vacuum to your advantage so that your universe can do all the heavy lifting. Manifestation needs to be easy because if I bring you back to reality, you would think about it. You've been manifesting unconsciously your whole life. The fact that you're becoming aware of what you've always been able to do should be a simple matter. We tried to make it difficult and put mind back in. And so by taking mind out, this is how things happen instantly on that front. It's really important. So as a result of my learning that experience in that moment, which was, I don't know, less than a week ago maybe, I don't know, it was not that long ago that I learned this. I instantly came on here and was like, there's a better way. And I'm sharing it with you guys so that you can start employing it. Because it works and it works fast and it takes all the effort out and it's instant and you don't understand, you don't have to expect, you just know that it's coming. All the hard work is done. So now you are free to enjoy your life, be present, and do life. Now, don't be all floaty-woaty and not experience things. You are supposed to be present, but what you'll notice is the present moment is leading you towards your desire. So you're going to be really present versus dwelling on what you want to happen in the future or ruminating on what's happened in the past and how you can fix it. Rather than doing all of that, you eliminate all that tough stuff. You take the emotions out, you take your conceptions out, you take your freaking brain out. Now, with you safely out of the way, you now can manifest things instantly. And it's so cool how it happens because it won't make logical sense, but you'll know it's the universe sequential order of things and you'll feel it and you'll know it and you'll just recognize it. And it's super cool because I was having this discussion last night with my very good friend Naomi, and I was telling her, think about this, mommy. Think about how things align for you. And we were discussing how she had gotten she had gone from a situation of really tough financial struggle to finally being able to have a roommate situation where she had a few roommates, and as soon as she got there, all the roommates ended up leaving. They couldn't afford to stay or whatever the case may be. You know, it happens, roommates, right? And she suddenly found herself with an absolute, extra space and everything, but the whole place to herself. She's had it for a while, but in that moment, she didn't understand how that was destined to be her place and how she's actually grown and accommodated it so that she can live there without anybody in it. And that was truly her desire. But that's no mind, because she didn't consciously manifest that. And so when you realize that the unconscious has always been working for you, that it has always been your servant, and that you don't need to repeat like a parrot, and I call this lunacy and insanity. Because, again, I'm not saying you don't work on your self-concept. I'm not saying that you don't have to become aware of you. Yes, do that, but then take the hard work out and let your brain do the heavy lifting, not you. The universe can't wait to serve you. The universe can't wait to show you how much it loves you. The universe can't wait to give you what you want. In fact, that's the reason you want it. It's registering that it's there on the field. You are the veil. What you don't want, what you do want are side by side. When you desire something, your heart is registering what is already available to you. So you need to get the fuck out of the way. Yeah? And so no mind is how you do it. No mind is faster, quicker, and more people need to be talking about it, and more people need to put it in practice and put it in use, test it out, and see how quickly and how fast things will come to you. Get out of your own way, you guys. I love this. I am so excited to bring this to you. It's not even funny. So please help me. Please share this message. If you know people that are struggling, if they're struggling with trying to manifest, if they're in their head too much, if they overanalyze, if they're concerned with time, if they're concerned with how it's going to happen, if they're overdoing, if they're spending 14 hours a day repeating things, if they're, scripting things out on endless, just waiting for 3D to show up, can I just tell you that's exactly why it's not showing up. That's why it's not showing up. Because, see, you're practicing getting used to having something, so that's why you were doing it, but you already have it. So anything that's coming from a place of lack, rather than just accepting, no, mine's got this and I'm going to enter it, you'd start developing that trust. That's how you can be still and know. I can be still and know that I don't know, so that the part of me that does know does the work. I'm so excited, you guys. This is my gift. This is my gift to the whole world. This is so exciting because this is my evolution. Because, I'm not saying that you can't use feelings to manifest. You absolutely can. It is one way. But if you don't know how something feels, use this. Problem solved. I'm so excited. And so I want to share with you guys my no mind. So my no mind experiences have been somewhat of a whirlwind, because I've been asking how to spread my message, how to share it, how, because I'm obviously teaching things that people aren't teaching, and I'm helping out with the pitfalls when the blind lead the blind down a ditch. I do that so much, and you guys have no idea how much time I devote to trying to fix what other coaches are telling you to do, because they're making you work harder than you need to. And so as a result, this is the brainchild, No Mind. And it's awesome, you guys. Please, please give it a shot. Try taking your mind out of it. Let the universe fill the vacuum. Let the universe show you how it's done. And take your worries, your idea that it's not there, toss it out. Toss it out. Be still and know. Be still and know. Okay? Let's make this easy, you guys. This is what I live for. This moment. Because it's not just providing my clarity, it's providing everybody's clarity. The struggle just ended. The struggle just ended. If you can start applying this and getting used to this, the whole struggle just ended in everything. You get in an argument with your spouse? No mind. Come handle that business. You want a new car? No mind. Show me everything that can come to me so that I can pick. You want a new job? Don't know what it is? Not sure what guidance to take? No mind. Okay? Because there are ways, let's be honest, okay? As much as I've studied spirituality, I have never studied a goddamn thing about rocket science. I cannot build a spaceship. I won't even try right now. At least this version of me right here, right now, can't do that. I've never studied it. I don't care to study it. I don't want to study it. My only love of life is the study of spirituality and how the spirit creates your world. So for me, that's where I'm at home at. That's what I'm going to study. So that means that there are rocket ships out there that I don't know how they work. So I don't even have to go that far outside of what you don't know to show you how there are things that you don't know. Okay? In this incarnation. No mind, however, has access to the person that is the rocket ship creator person, you know, the one that the engineer that creates this thing, right? And so if I need a memory that would exist in the version of me that is the person that is the engineer, then no mind will use that to my advantage, make it make sense, and then present the results to me in a way that most makes sense. But you will know that it's no mind at work. If you need help rearranging furniture, if you really can't figure yourself out, if you want to heal, fuck it. If you want to heal, okay? No mind will tell you how to do it the most efficient way, quickly. So there's no more struggle. That's what I want to impart with you guys today. It's the most important gift I have. Please use it. Please get used to the idea. In the class Behind the Veil, I taught you that time and space comes from you. You are a creator of it, but it is also part of your mental construct. So as such, getting time out of the way is just as important. Okay? Stop telling 3D how to get your result to you, just as important. Your subconscious already knows what you want. Ask once. Let it do the work. It's our servant. Einstein had it absolutely correct. He said, as human beings, we have this shit backwards, and we are serving the subconscious when the subconscious is supposed to be sharing us, serving us. This is absolutely, absolutely the most important thing you will ever start to employ. This is in alignment with the Bible. This is in alignment with all manifestation. This is in alignment with all universal laws. This is using the laws to work smarter, not harder. All right? Now, as you can see, I am genuinely happy about this, and I really, really, really hope to hear more of your no mind stories. Please share them in the group. I am so thrilled by the way that these are panning out because, as you can see, evidence shows up immediately. Okay? Now, by immediate, remember, everything is an eternal now. There is no sequence of events, but you will see it when you're in it. And that's what matters, right? You want to enter the state. Okay? All right. So I will leave you with that. I will keep this video somewhat short because I know I tend to talk a lot. I'm also going to share with you a story, but I'm going to make a new video about that. So this story is really cool about how someone entered the state and how she self-sabotaged because her brain didn't recognize she was in the state, but that the coaching that I had done so far had gotten her in the state. So it's a super cool story. I cannot wait to share it with you because she was the one that kept asking, why do I have to do these things this way? And it wasn't until she entered the state that she realized why she had to do it. So I cannot wait to share that story with you guys. I love you, and I really, really, really implore you, take yourself out of the equation. Trust no mind. No mind has you. Okay? Subconscious, void, God, whatever you want to call your all-knowing spirit, 0 point field, all of these terms, I've been playing with them for a long time. And so being able to give this to you this way means a lot to me. So let's take the struggle out. Please, in this group, I encourage you to keep sharing your stories and how no mind has appeared to you. And Anna, thank you, mommy. Thank you so much for sharing your story. That is awesome. All right, you guys. Love you.